Right, hello guys, you're watching Go Doctor Who, and today I'm talking about 4 stories you should watch before you check out the 60th or the 14th Doctor. Now these are stories directly for the importance of David Tennant's time on the show and what you should probably rewatch just to get your mind set for the 60th. Also, these are ones that I think are important and that I would actually be rewatching just before the 60th. So let's go. We've got 4 stories. Obviously, you could just rewatch the whole of Doctor Who, or you could just rewatch the whole of Doctor Who's David Tennant's tenure. But anyway, let's go. So, from least important to most important, the 50th anniversary. The least important of the list, but still important of such. It was 10 years ago from the 60th. This was the 50th anniversary, and David Tennant's return. You can get to see what he was like 10 years ago and what he's going to be like now. And yeah, that 10 years difference. But also, it's just a lovely, interesting story that I think should be on the list at least. Next up, the series 4. You could rewatch the whole of this, seems these two are coming back. But the story that I'm choosing is series final. The series final, that Journey's End two-parter. Stolen Earth, Journey's End. That final story, we lose, obviously, Donna and her memory, and that's obviously going to play a very vital, important thing for the 60th. So this is a very pivotal story in these two's friendship and why they kind of go separate ways. So it's a very important one I think you have to rewatch to get your mind ready for the 60th. And that's just my opinion, but I would rewatch the whole series because I love it. Also, a mention, I guess, The Runaway Bride would also be a lovely shout, but it's not on the list. But this is the series final of series 4 is on the list for you to rewatch, ready to get that friendship mindset back. Next up, second place is this one. Yes, Power of the Doctor. Jodie's final story, but it also shows you David Tennant at the end. Now, this shows you where the show is currently at, so it gives you in that mindset, but it also shows you David Tennant's return and showing you everything you need to kind of know, ready for the 60th as well, in a sort of way. But yeah, just a brief mention, but David Tennant's only on it at the end, so you could kind of skip this one, but I feel like it's important to show why David Tennant's back. Next up is The End of Time. Now, this is my favourite story of all time, so I'm always going to put it on the list for David Tennant rewatches. But it is a very important one, because Wilf Bono Cribbins, sadly, his last performance is in the 60th. He is coming back. This is also the last appearance from the 10th Doctor in his timeline, at least, not coming back for, obviously, he comes back later on for the 50th, but that is set after this story in the timeline. But anyway, this is his last adventure, David Tennant's last story, so we will see him there. But it also shows you Donna's and that whole Donna Noble family, their last appearance, that they're coming back for the 60th. But also, it's a brilliant story, and I feel like it sums up Russell T Davies's final story, his final tenure, quite well. And obviously, the beginning of a new one is coming. So I think this is very vital rewatch ability for the 60th. But they're just my opinions. I think that should be rewatched in time for the 60th. Let me know if you think there's some more important stories that you should be rewatching for the 60th as well. Obviously, to mention An Unearthly Child, the first Doctor Who story, Adventure in Space and Time, a documentary story on how Doctor Who was made. That would be cool, but it's not kind of to deal with David Tennant as such, or where the show is currently at in 60th landscape. But that's just my thoughts and opinions, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I'll see you guys on the video soon. Have a nice day.